We're back with Saturday Sarnies, and this week we're going for the prawn cocktail, paired with some beautiful baby cucumbers. We're going to pickle in coriander, cumin, some banging raw white wine vinegar, good amount of cognac in the Mary Rose sauce, and a little bit of flambe action. Let's get it. First things first, we want to make the pickle for the cucumbers. So we're going to get our pan onto the heat and hit that with some water. Acidity, sweetness, salt and spice are the four main pillars of a good pickle. We're going to hit it with a raw white wine vinegar. This is punchy, it's fragrant, it's fresh. Good pinch of salt and a good amount of sugar. Coriander. Cumin. Coriander seed, citrus notes. Cumin seed, very light citrus notes. So what do we want to do? We want to reinforce those back notes to give good whole round flavour. We're going to do that with a couple of peels of lemon zest. Good pinch of pepper, and we bring it up to the boil. Now while that's coming up to the boil, we're going to get our cucumbers ready. These are baby cucumbers, pickling cucumbers. Now this is a chef's secret weapon of any Michelin star kitchen. It slices exactly the same thickness every single time you run your vegetable through it. When we're slicing this cucumber, we've got to keep in mind that we're going to cover it in hot pickle. Now that hot pickle has sugar, it has salt, it has acidity, and it has temperature. All those things are going to break the cucumber down. They're going to infiltrate the structure and make it less crunchy, less grassy. So we want them slightly thick, not too thick, not too thin, just right. So once that cucumber's sliced, bang it into a container, one that won't melt when you put hot pickle into it. You want to lay them up nice and flat. Now once that pickle's hot, get it all over your cucumbers. Lid on, and these will keep happily in the fridge for about a week. Now, a good Mary Rose starts with well-made mayonnaise. You can get the recipe for this in the previous video that I did for the BLT. This is a lemon and black pepper mayonnaise, homemade. Tomato ketchup, we're gonna hit it with smoked paprika. We're gonna get a pan up to temperature, cognac in, and then flambe. This smoky hit of the cognac is gonna bring real depth to your sauce, bring out the sweetness of the prawns, and just complete that Saturday sarnie that you want. Although the alcohol will be burnt off, if you don't want to go anywhere near it, you can use Worcestershire sauce instead. Worcestershire. Heat sauce on, hot pan, cognac in, and we're burning. Now this will flambe like that for about 30 seconds to a minute. You can put a pan on top, that will stop the flames. The only thing that's happening at the minute is the alcohol is burning off, that's all. It's very hot. If you like s'mores, now's the time to stick them on there. Cognac toasted s'mores are probably the bougiest s'mores I'd ever have. So if I want to stop the flames at any point, I just put a pan on top. You're in control, it's a contained fire. As long as you're not doing it underneath a hay bale, you'll be fine. It stops the oxygen and it stops the flame. That cognac is really smoky now. It's flambéed, it's torched. We're gonna put that into the Mary Rose sauce. A little extra hit of salt and one cheek of lemon. Give that a good mix and it's good to go. He's done. Now we're on to the prawns. When it comes to cooking prawns, you've got to be fast. With this, everything's gonna be in the bowl, pre-mixed. Our olive oil on those plump, juicy, fresh prawns. A good hit of that cognac. A generous pinch of salt and a good pinch of pepper. So when you're flambeing in a frying pan, the alcohol is going to burn off quicker. It's going to be a wider surface area. So you can have a lid ready to put on top, but generally you don't want any alcohol left in whatever it is you're flambeing. You will go until the flames are exhausted or extinguished. Prawns in. Flame on. And that's what I mean. It's quick, it's fast. The flames have a lot of surface area to burn off that alcohol very quickly. So you end up with a dry pan quicker than you would if it was in a saucepan. Get a tray ready to tip these prawns out onto. And after about 10 seconds of cooking, the water is evaporated. It's glazed around the outside. That cognac is picking up all the caramelization from the prawns on the pan. You just take those out onto a cold tray. Put them in the fridge to cool and they're your prawns done, ready for the sandwich. So for this sandwich, I'm going to use a humble slice of brown seeded bread. Toast these very lightly. Now we're ready to build. This is a super quick sarnie for your Saturday mid-morning munchies. Our toast is toasted. Let's get building. So first on this bread, stunning smoky Mary Rose sauce. Spread that across the bottom, and then we drain off our pickles. These have been steeping in here for about 2 hours. Because of the thinness of that cucumber, it's absorbed all that flavor, all that coriander, all that lemon zest, the pepper, the salt, the sugar, the acid that is impaired into that little slither of cucumber and made it an absolute flavor bomb. So just lay those out onto your Mary Rose. Finish with these big, juicy, decadent prawns. And it's as many as you want with this. You know, do you want one layer of prawns beautifully laid out? Do you want a fistful? It's up to you. So the sauce, the cooking of the prawns, the pickling of the cucumbers. If you don't want to put this between two breads and you want to stick it in a martini glass, you go ahead. This is a classic prawn cocktail brought to you in between two pieces of beautiful granary bread to keep in the Saturday Sarnie style. And then a last drizzle of that Mary Rose sauce all over the top. Hit a black pepper and the lid goes on. So from bottom to top, we've got that stunning, lightly toasted granary bread. The Mary Rose sauce hit with that smoked cognac, paprika, the lemon pepper mayonnaise, those beautiful succulent prawns smoked in more cognac, the fragrant, light, sweet, acidic pickle coming through from those cucumbers make this the perfect bite. Saturday Sarnies done right. Prawn cocktail with baby cucumbers, pickle, and thank you all.